Hello everyone, this is Yvonne Alviso. Welcome to my channel. Today is December 2nd, day 2 of the Spellbinders Paper Arts Crafty Advent Calendar. So let's check it out. And box number 2 is right here. So we're going to open this up, pull it back, and sending good thoughts. Okay, it looks like a stamp. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Okay. Now, I don't know if we can get a card here. Sending good thoughts. And it's a floral. Yeah, so that's pretty. Let's stamp it out. Let me put this over here. And open this. How is everyone doing today? The hubby and I have been enjoying our Saturday lounging. I am going to use my Tim Holtz Tonic Studio stamping platform. And I will need a piece of card, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've gathered some supplies. This is our stamp from our Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar. I'm going to be using my Prima ATC cards to stamp on. And I have some alcohol markers. So let's see what we can do here. I'm using my stamping platform so I can get a good stamp. I'm going to be using my Ranger Archival ink, and I think I'll do one in VersaFine. We'll see how that turns out. I think I want this in an angle. The good thing about stamps is you can arrange them any way you want. They don't have to be a certain way. You get to put them anywhere you want. And I think I want to create this so I can either put them on a note card or on the front of a card. Give that some space. Let's see how that works. My little ladybug here someplace that I use. To give it a better impression. There it is. I was looking for this. It's my husband's little engraving bit. I'm so happy I found it. Okay, let's see if that will... Yeah, nice. Okay. Let's put some ink on it. And again, the good thing about a stamping platform is that if you don't get a good impression on the first run, you can stamp it over. So let's see what this does. And I like to press it kind of evenly. Just give it a second for the ink to transfer. Okay, bottom part looks good. It's the flower. Let's see if we can hit that a little bit better. Yeah, the bottom part looks really nice. See that. Kind of going to focus on the center of that flower there. Sorry for the shaking. My phone is mounted to my table. Let's go once over here. Okay, a little bit more on the bottom there. Let's try that again. Stamping is relaxing to me. There we go. It's a little better. It takes time, and there's no, real rules. You just do as you like. Again, the platform allows you to stamp as many times as you need to get a really good impression. And I've had my Tim Holtz stamping platform for a while. On occasion, I will use the individual stamping platforms for just small projects, a one-time use type of thing. But when I'm mass producing, this is definitely the way to go. Okay, much better. So we're gonna do one, so it doesn't take too much time. And I have some cleaning spray here. This is my Ink Essentials water-based stamp cleaner, which doesn't take off a lot of the ink for the archival ink, because archival ink is a permanent ink, but it will do for right now until I can use my other. I just want to kind of, archival ink will stain stamps, but just to get it off for right now. And it's kind of a good practice to clean your tools as you go along, so gunk doesn't stick very long on them, and then it makes cleaning really difficult. So you can see my stamp isn't black anymore, so that worked out really, really well. I'll put that there. So I can not get this all dirty with any lint or other debris that might be on my table here. So I'll put that aside. This, oh, and one thing about the platform, there's a word here that says clear, and on the flip side it says rubber. So you will flip it on whether you're using a clear stamp, acrylic stamp, or a rubber stamp. Okay, so I have Smart Color Art alcohol markers. There are 65 colors in this and one blender, and it's a good starter set. I haven't had any problems with coloring, and I'm not a great colorist, but it's nice. So I think I'm gonna go with a light green first for my leaves. We used to color a lot when we were children. My mother always had coloring books for us. For Christmas, we would get new coloring books, color crayons. We had a set for school, but we always had a set at home as well. My brother was always very good. He's a year older than I, and I always tried to color as well as him. And then I have two younger sisters under me. And yeah, we spent winter time when it's colder in California. If we weren't outside in the morning time when the sun was out, this was what we would do in the evening, especially over the holidays when school's out, or any holiday really, we would color. So I'm just putting some color down here, because I'm going to go back with another color. Everybody has a different technique, and there are several channels that can teach you the proper coloring, shading technique. And I just color the way I want. And again, this is kind of soothing to me. This was 46 Vivid Green. And I think I'll pop in a little olive green. This is number 43, Deep Olive Green. I'm going to kind of start from the base here. Just to knock back some of that light green. So, do you color? Have you tried alcohol markers? And do you like it? I dabble in a lot of different crafts. I am a paper crafter, but I love mixed media. And normally I would kind of heat emboss this in watercolor with Tim Holtz Distress Inks. That's kind of what I'm into right now. Now I'm going to go back with light green. Kind of hit the dark again. Just to kind of blend that out. I don't always stay in the lines, as you can see, but I try. If I were a great fussy cutter, then I could cut this image out but I don't do fussy cutting that often. I have a Cricut Maker, and I use that to cut images out, or I use die sets to get clean edges, because yeah, fussy cutting in me, not so great. Okay, so there are my leaves, and I love, love, love violets. So I'm gonna use, let me, oops. I have a piece of watercolor paper here. Oops. These are dual edge. One is a point and one is the broad end. I think I like this little violet color here. This is number 85, Vivid Purple. And I'm gonna start on the inside. This one. A bigger flower over here. And let's see how we can use this lighter one here. Number 77, Orchid. To pull that. Again, I'm sorry for the shaking of the camera. But it gives it a nice little two-tone effect here. You can see that. I start in the middle and work my way out. Just kind of blending that base color out a bit. Purple is my favorite color. If you are new to my channel, you can see my little furry jacket here that I have on is a lavender. And I love it. It's super comfy. This is more of a spring time stamp, I think. But I think it can be used any time of the year for any kind of event, for a card, a thank you card, a get well card, a just because card, say hello. I'll go back and just touch a little bit in the center to get that a little bit darker. another layer, if you will. Oh, I think that looks nice. Okay, I think I'm going to use a bright yellow, which is 35 yellow on this flower here. I think I'm just going to leave that one alone like that. For the center one, I think I want to go with a pink. And let me see. That's a very, very pale pink. This is a very, very fluorescent type of pink. But it looks nice. So I think I will use my pale pink as well. And I'm going to start with a little dark center, and I'm going to use dots. And again, I'm sorry for the shaking, but I'm going to just put a whole bunch of dots in here. A bit of pointillism is the technique I'm going to use here. And right now I can't think of the artist who used pointillism to make fantastic scenes. Once upon a time I did know that. I took art history in college. I wanted to be a teacher, but before I started my student teaching, I moved and married my husband of 30 years and entered into a totally different profession from which I am now retired. So it turned out well. So this is my first layer. And I'll show you that you can see all the little dots I put in there. And I'm going to go now with this light pale pink number 9. And I'm going to tap in the pale pink on those white spots. And you'll see how it kind of blends nicely, I think. And I don't have to be so concerned with blending correctly. Again, I'm not a colorist. And this is something I've always done, just because I like the way it looks. And just tapping it in there and letting the alcohol markers kind of blend with each other. And it's not a light tapping, but it's not hard as if I see there's too much of the bright pink, I can certainly tap in a little bit more to break that pink up, that bright pink up. And I think what you're left with turns out rather nicely. Almost done. Flowers are not perfect, so nature doesn't do things perfectly. There are subtle colors in the petals of flowers, darker shades, lighter shades as the flower matures. So, you know, daytime flowers, flowers that bloom in the sun, capturing all the different Okay, now I'm going to tap a little bit more of this pastel pink. Whoops. Just in the center here. And on some of the edges. Just around the black outline. Okay, let me bring that closer up to you so you can see what I'm talking about. Don't know if the light is catching it. Sending good thoughts. It's a very pretty little stamp. And I have some Studio glitter glue. And I don't know if this one has a name. But it's an iridescent kind of white. And you have to give it a good shake. I'm going to squeeze a little bit out here. But now I'm going to go back and kind of circle this. And this isn't dimensional. It will flatten out, but the iridescence that it leaves behind is very, very nice. And I think I will do the other flowers as well. Just a little bit of iridescence on the flowers. And for the center, I have some gold liquid pearls from Ranger. I give that a good shake. I'm going to shake it some more. Now these are self-leveling. And I'm going to pop a gold one in each of the little purple flowers here. And I think the trick is to put even pressure. see. I'm gonna touch up this little tiny bit of white that I see there. So let me show you again. If I can bring it up. See the light. Oops. If my light can catch the way that looks. Well, let me know what you think. And I hope you have your advent calendar from Spellbinders and are trying day 2 out. And I think that's going to make a lovely top of a card, or even an ATC, because these actually are ATC cards. They're not a full, the measurements are just a little shy of the, I think it's a 2x3. Let me set this here. These measure 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And I think they're just a little shy of what an actual ATC should measure. I think they're a little bit smaller. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I'd really appreciate it. I didn't use the VersaFine. This is our lovely little stamp for day 2. And let me zoom in so you can see that. Get this out of the way. And yeah, happy crafting to everybody. Have a wonderful day in your neck of the woods. Blessings to all. And until my next video, bye-bye.